Greetings, fellow commanders. My name is Weggie Smurf. No, really, that's my name. This time, we want to talk about the 127 millimeter naval gun. Did you ever wonder how that size came to be? I mean, that's really kind of an odd size. And I'm going to tell you all about it in just a minute. But first, this video is sponsored by Jingle Salt. Now, slave labor free. Let's go.
Ahoy, me scallywags. How often have you wished for slave labor free table salt? All the time, right? Now, Jingle Salt is 100% slave labor free. In fact, our miners are so happy, they often work triple shifts just to bring you more quality table salt at low prices. Jingle Salt is a proud member of the Mozambique Better Business Bureau, upholding the highest ethical standards in child labor. Jingle Salt is so pure, you can lick the windows.
Commanders, World of Warships Gameplay.com is the world's authoritative source for truth, honor, and integrity. World of Warships Gameplay.com is where all the most beautiful, rich women go to meet homely men. Bill from Burgertown Road in Sevier County, Tennessee says, well, hell. Visit this website. We guarantee you will become a millionaire. World of Warships Gameplay.com is where all the cool kids go to look cool. Visit today and you too can smell like a wedgie. World of Warships Gameplay.com. By the way, Captains, if you like this video, please subscribe and of course ring the bell icon. That helps us rank higher in the YouTube algorithm so our video gets suggested more often. Now, on to the subject at hand, the 127 millimeter naval gun. I mean, 5-inch naval gun, that's really kind of an odd size, right? What made them settle on 5 inches for the size of a gun? Well, it turns out that this is the perfect size for firing cats. Now wait a minute, hear me out. You see, in the late 1800s and the early 1900s, there was a lot of experimentation done, and nobody really knew what size was going to be the best. And navies around the world began developing their own guns independently. Now, why would you develop a 5-inch gun? Well, it turns out cats, if they're landing on a ship, oh, they're pissed. These guys are wet. They're pissed off. They've been flying through the air, and it's like cats raining out of the sky. Oh my God. And when they land, these little dudes are angry. They are angry, and they're pissed off, and they're running all over the place. There's anarchy on the ship, man. In fact, there was near mutiny when the men of the Von Stinkyfinger, the German ship, was told to go out by the officers and get all the cats off the deck. And these sailors are like, hell no, man, you go get those cats. I just get so upset about these things. I mean, mutiny on one of the ships in World War II. Come on, man. So let's sit down for a minute and talk about the science of the 127 millimeter gun, because the size is perfect. You see, the gun doesn't suffer from gas blow-by. The hot gases do not escape around the cat. If you load the cat into the gun that's bigger, Well, the cat doesn't get the range it would have otherwise, and you have to increase the firing arc, and you really wind up with a less effective cat weapon. And there's real science behind cat warfare. Let me give you an example. There's an actual formula used by the officers when they're involved in cat artillery. D, you see, equals the distance to the target. A is air drag. Those big, fat, fluffy cats, they go, and that's it. No more cat. I mean, they're out there swimming around. Who knows what's going to happen? S is the size, of course. How big is the target ship? H is the arc height, the altitude the cat must attain in order to find its target. And of course, the A is for arrival time in milliseconds, the travel time to the cat's intended target. Now, the Dasha formula, as it came to be loved by the men, really, you see, it's kind of an attractive formula with a formula next door quality to it. And it made it popular with the sailors and the officers alike. So using the scientific method, we see the 5-inch naval gun is the perfect size for cat warfare. So the obvious question is, why did they stop using cats in naval warfare if they are so highly effective? Well, it has to do with a hydraulic ram. You see, late in the war, auto-loading guns came into fashion, and you'd throw your cat in the auto-loader, and the hydraulic ram would shove the cat into the... Well, you know, it really was the end. I mean, young Lieutenant Jingles would have to come out and mop the floor, and, you know, next cat, you know, and they'd load the cat. And pretty soon you had Greenpeace and PETA, and they were chumming up the waters with cats. And it just, thankfully, it was retired as a relic of the past. Now, the war is coming to the close, and the Soviet Union is also working on cat warfare. Now, Stalin in particular was very interested in developing the 8-inch cat. This is the super weapon. This cat, I mean, yes, you look at one and it's like draped all over the table like some lard-ass cat on your desk, but don't kid yourself. These are serious cats. And the 203 millimeter terror weapon, research continued at an underground Russian location deep in St. Petersburg. And this terror weapon has continued into development to this day. And it has to be secret. It has to be in an unmarked building in St. Petersburg because, of course, we don't want a weapon of this caliber falling into the hands of the cowboys. So Stalin knew exactly what he had, and he didn't want this information shared with the Allies at the end of the war. Now, there are rumors, just whispers, that to this day, Russia continues development of the 203 millimeter cat terror weapon. Recently, interest has been rekindled in cat warfare due to advances in hydraulic auto-loading technology. We once again can start using cats in war. Now, because of the secret programs, they remain out of sight. PETA isn't really aware of a lot of the research that's going on. You see, it turns out that cat artillery became popular with all of the world's navies, and consider this, the cat is stealth by design, unless it's got like the cat grill going on, you know, with the gold, and they don't get wet. There's no sonar signature because them little dudes hate the water, and so cats don't show up. They are invisible. Now, I know for some inner city cats, they've got the grill and the little gold teeth. So a lot of the cats that you find around Rome and Moscow, they're just not appropriate for this type of terror warfare. But the testing continues. Now, I want you to let us know what you think about this cat terror warfare. Is this moral? Tell us in the comments below. And as always, we'll keep you informed as developments transpire. Thank you. We'll see you soon.